awesome. What's going on, everybody? I'm Stefan here at Maritime Outdoors, and it is the first sit of the season, and I don't know if you can hear it, but it's raining. Wouldn't be hunting in Nova Scotia without rain, I guess. Picking up right where we left off last year. Today, we got my cousin, Damien. I don't know if you can see him there, but he has never been hunting before. So, we're hoping today is a little bit of beginner's luck. We have 2 or 3 smaller bucks, a little spike horn, a 5-pointer and a 6-pointer coming in. We have 2 or 3 does and I think 1 fawn coming in. But yesterday, or last night, we actually had a nice 8-pointer. I believe he's an 8-pointer. He's nice and tall. He's wide. He was in about 10:30 last night, so I'll put a picture on here, give you a rough idea. But he's a nice looking buck. Hopefully he shows up in the next couple days. Damien's here you're here for a week, right?
Yeah.
So today is Thursday, and he goes home on Thursday of next week. So 1 full week of hunting, and hopefully that guy shows up. Hopefully we get a crack at it. So that's right. Well, it is 10:30 here on our first sit. The weather has turned to snow. It's not raining anymore, but she's snowing. Snow on the ground. So we're gonna probably pack up our gear right now. We're gonna go in, grab a bite to eat, get something warm in our system, and then we'll be back probably shortly after lunch, 1 o'clock-ish in the afternoon, and go for round 2 anyway. It's supposed to turn back into rain sometime around lunch, so hopefully it doesn't. I'd rather the snow than the rain myself, but we'll see what goes on. We're back in the blind for the afternoon. The snow has stopped, but the rain is back on. And it's not supposed to stop raining until like 1 or 2 in the morning. So we're gonna have to put up with it today.
Before we get too settled in, let's say I'm down on a shot. You're spotting for me, and I'm about to take the shot. As a mere you yells, it's coming right for us.
I'll be too busy on the camera. So.
That should hold it in the spot, right?
Should, yeah.
We have to thin out their numbers or else they'll die.
You know, instead of giving the old meh, just, hey dear. Hey, that'll get their attention. Yeah. Well, folks, we are in the last 15 to 20 minutes of day one in the blind. The rain and the snow, I think, was just a little bit too heavy at times. So we didn't really see anything. There was nothing really happening. Squirrels coming in, stealing apples. That's about it. But we're gonna sit here for another 15-20 minutes, like I say. And you got any thoughts on your first day, first experience in the bush?
Well, I'm glad we didn't get one 10 minutes in, because that would have really just evaporated all the fun I had waiting for this time. We spent months talking, planning this trip, so I'm glad that it was fucking not over immediately. I won't start worrying until day 3 or 4, to be honest. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow already.
Perfect.
Yeah, I love getting out in the dark. It's great. It's been a lot of fun already. And we haven't caught up in 15, 20 years. So,
that's right. Yeah.
It's been a blast.
And what do we learn? Dress warmer.
Yeah.
You can always
put something on under these fucking pants.
You could always take the clothes off, but not when you have them.
I'm going to put 2 pairs of socks on tomorrow. Maybe something besides underwear under these pants and a t-shirt. Layers.
Layers. There you go. What's going on, everybody? Stephanie here, Maritime Outdoors. Today's day 2 of Damien's hunt. It's finally light enough that we can get an intro. We've probably been in the blind now for about a half hour. Almost sounded like deer was coming in within minutes after us sitting down, but nothing showed its face yet. It's a little warmer than yesterday's prediction. It's supposed to be -2 pretty much all day. It's currently 0 degrees, and it's supposed to warm up to +2, +3 by mid-afternoon, which is not bad, but it's not as good as it was supposed to be. I had a doctor's appointment yesterday at 5 o'clock, so we ducked out of the stand around 4, quarter to 4, and quarter after 4, a nice 8-pointer come in, and yeah, that was kind of disappointing to see. It's great that the deer come in, but it's kind of disappointing that it was still plenty of daylight and we had to leave. So he was back at 3 o'clock in the morning, so hopefully he is still in the area for today.
This would be around the time I'd get hungry if it was 3:30 the last time I had something.
So that's right. There was a whole slurry of does in here all night long. They started 5:30, 6 o'clock in the evening, and they didn't stop until 4:30 in the morning. So they're in and out, in and out, in and out. And there's a 5-pointer, 2 5-pointers. Maybe one of them's a 6-pointer. I haven't seen either one of them in about a week, 10 days. They were both together for the first week that I had the camera set up. Seen them every day. And then one of them kind of dropped off. And then about a week later, the second one dropped off. What are your thoughts on this morning?
So far, it's been a lot of fun. Just hearing it, just waiting for it to move in. But I'm excited. I told Kelly I wouldn't take a doe before noon today. But if a buck showed itself, I'd take him.
Yeah, there you go.
I can see how this becomes easily quite addictive and expensive.
There's been absolutely nothing. I really thought the deer would be on the move today. With all the rain and snow yesterday, cold temperatures today. We're probably going to stick it out for another hour and then go get a bite to eat. Grab some
Almost socks.
thermal socks and probably grab the heater because it is cold. I couldn't find any of my gloves yet today, so I was using the gloves that I had on yesterday and they're soaked, so I was better off not wearing them than wearing them. But that's alright. Alright, so we're back for the afternoon. Just got sat down. We got a bite to eat. Went to Canadian Tire. Damien bought some new boots that don't have holes in them, and some new thermal socks.
Situation has improved dramatically in a short amount of time.
Yeah, the situation went from here to here, but now he's sweating. So, but, no, we just went out when we dumped another probably.
I'm going to say 50 pounds.
Yeah, 50 pounds of apples we just dropped, freshen everything up. As we were walking in, it's probably a 10-minute walk from the truck into the blind. We heard 2 shots, so they were both north of us, we'll say. I'm not 100% sure on the direction. I think that's northwest. I want to say they were both at our 12 o'clock anyway. About 3 or 4 minutes apart, and they didn't sound like they came from the same guy. One was definitely a lot closer. The second one was a lot further away than the first one. 2:45, day 2. And I cannot believe, with the amount of action that is coming through on the camera, and the weather that we're having today, with it's 2 degrees right now. It's cold. There's a slight breeze. That we never seen a deer yet today. We heard the 2 gunshots when we were walking in for this afternoon at lunchtime. And that's it. Like, I would have bet money that we would have seen deer today. I mean, we still got plenty of time, but I mean,
I'll take that bet now.
Every other day there's deer in here 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock. And we've never seen anything. Well, folks, here we are, day 3. It's a little dark to turn the camera around and do a intro face on, but in the last 5 minutes, we've heard 3 coyotes howl. One was to our west, and then 2 replies from our east. I've never heard a coyote howl like a wolf, ever. Correct me if I'm wrong, but do they do that normally? I don't know. I've heard them yip and yelp, but I've never heard a full-blown howl. They're going wild. I don't know if that camera picked that up, but there was another howl to the east. It was further off, like it was moving further off. So maybe the coyotes are moving away from us. Kind of hoping one of them buggers come out. Oh, there's one to the west right there too. You hearing that? They're going wild. That one was to the north right there. They must have an animal down or something. Chasing an animal or something. 'Cause I haven't heard coyotes up here like this in years. That's awesome.
That's not that far off either.
No.
Nice. They got something on the go.
That's awesome. That was an awesome 15-20 minutes. The woods being alive. Coyotes yipping and howling. Like full-blown howls. It was awesome.
I see a deer.
Do you?
Coming in at 1 o'clock.
Yep, deer right there. There you go, bud. First action. What's she doing? I can't see her.
She's just standing there looking the opposite direction. Hasn't moved. There's two of them.
It's probably the doe and a fawn. That's been around. There's probably another fawn here somewhere too.
Okay, yes. I might be wrong. I might only be one.
Okay. Well, she might think something's up. That's wild.
Just going the opposite direction.
Yeah, there she goes right there. That was a buck.
Was it?
Yeah, it's a little buck. Them coyotes got her spooked. We just had our first deer coming in. Now, neither one of us got a really good look at it. I think it was the little spike horn, but we're not 100% sure. We never, like I said, we never got a good look at it. It made it into about 10 feet, 15 feet from the apples, and the coyotes blew up, and the deer stayed. It listened to them for a few seconds, and then it just turned,
The opposite
and it went away pretty quick, tail up in the air. So hopefully it's a good sign that today is going to be the day that they come in. If these coyotes bugger off, then I think today we're gonna get some action finally. What do you think of that first deer coming in?
That was fun, man. It was pretty fun. Comes in from the 1 o'clock and just, he got there. He was curious. I think those coyotes spooked him off a bit. But a blow or two from the other side and they might come back this way.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild, man. The woods are
Because like I said, like, all we seen was like the tail flickering. You're like, oh, deer, right there, deer.
Oh, he was fucking in on top of us long before we heard a footstep. He was silent.
It's amazing how stealthy